Welcome to Ezikan Academy YouTube channel. If you are coming across my lecture for the first time, please don't forget to like, share the video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss my upcoming videos. If you are a returning subscriber, I say thank you and God bless you. In today's lecture, I will be examining index numbers. Index numbers is a statistical concept. Statistical concept used to measure changes in a variable or group of variables with respect to time and other characteristics Index numbers is a statistical concept used to measure changes in a variable or group of variables with respect to time and other characteristics. It's a concept that we normally use to measure changes in variables. That is index. What are the classification of index? Classification of index numbers. We are going to categorize index numbers into three. Number one, we have price index. Number two, we have quantity or volume index numbers. Quantity or volume index numbers. Number three, we have value index numbers. Value index numbers. These are the three classification or categories of index numbers we are going to examine in this lecture. So we are starting with price index numbers. What do we mean by price index numbers? Price index numbers measures the changes. It measures the changes in the general level of prices. It measures the changes in general level of prices for a given number or group of numbers. It measures what? Changes in general level of prices for a given number or group of commodities. So we normally use price index to measure inflation. If you want to determine the inflation that have occurred or that have taken place, so you measure your inflation with price index. So this price index, we are going to categorize it into two. Classification of price index. We are going to classify the price index into two. We have the unweighted price index numbers. Unweighted price index numbers. And number two, we have weighted price index numbers. We have unweighted price index numbers and weighted price index numbers. We are starting with unweighted price index numbers. We are going to categorize the unweighted price index numbers into three. So we are going to categorize the unweighted price index numbers into three. Number one, we have simple price relative index numbers. Simple price. We say we have what? Simple price relative index numbers. Number one, we have simple price relative index numbers. So SPRI, simple price relative index. So number two, we have simple aggregative price index. Simple aggregative price index numbers. Simple aggregative price index. Simple aggregative price index. SAPI. SAPI. Number three, we also have simple average relative price index. 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 So we are going to examine these three categories. So we want to start with simple price relative index. We are starting with the first one. Simple price relative index. This is the ratio of the price of a commodity. The ratio of the price of a commodity in the current year to the price of the same commodity in the base year. Simple price relative index, SPRI. I said it is the ratio of the price of a commodity in the current year to the price of the same commodity in the base year. So SPRI equal to price of the commodity in the current year over price of the same commodity in the base year. Let me say the base year is equal to 0. PO times 100. That is the formula for calculating the simple price relative index numbers. Simple price relative index. Price in the current year, PN stands for price in the current year. PO stands for price in the base year. If you say base year, you mean the previous year. So this is the formula for calculating the simple price relative index numbers. Then the number two is simple aggregative price index. As the name implies, aggregative. Aggregate from the word sum. Number two, we have SAPI. I've told you that aggregate means sum, total. That means we mean the sum of the price. The sum of the price, that is the total price in the current year over the total price of the same commodity in the base year. So the same formula here we've used here. Only that here you are taking the price of the current year, you did not see total. This one, price in the base year, but the only difference is that the total, the symbol sigma, Greek letter, which means sum of the price in the current year over sum of the price in the base year times 100. That is the formula for simple aggregative price index. I told you that simple aggregative price index, I said, is the ratio of the total price of the commodities in the current year to its total price in the base year. That is the sum of the total price of a commodity in the current year to the sum of the total price of the same commodity in the base year. And remember, I told you that the PN stands for the current year, while PO stands for the base year. The sum of the total price of a commodity in the current year to the sum of the price of the commodity of the base year. I repeat, the sum of the price of a commodity in the current year to or over the sum of the price of the same commodity in the base year. That is the simple aggregative price index. The number 3 is simple average relative price index. Number 3, simple average relative price index. Relative price index. Simple average. This method aims at removing the shortcoming of simple aggregative price index method. The aim of this method is to remove the shortcoming of the simple aggregative price index method. And the formula for calculating this simple average relative price index is equal to sum of price of the current year over price of the base year times 100. This is the formula. Determine the SPRI, simple price relative index. SAPI, simple aggregative price index. And SARPI, simple average relative price index for the following table, using 2004 as the base year. The PO is 2004. The price in 2004 will be taken as PO. You have to take 2004 as the base year. You are given the following items. Now, to solve this question, let's have a solution. Let me say items or commodity. We have A, B, C, and D. So we have year 2004. The price is 20, 30, 10, and 6. Then we also have year 2005. Year 2005. The price we are given is 30, 42, 15, and 8. 30, 42, 15, 8. Then we also have year 2006. Year 2006, the price is 60, 55, 20, and 15. 60, 55, 20, and 15. Now, to calculate the SPRI, which is simple price relative index, the formula I've given you for that, I said it is PN. We said SPRI. We said it is equal to PN over PO times 100 over 1. PN over PO. If you want to compute for 2005 now, for year 2005 now, so SPRI for year 2005 now. Simple price relative index for year 2005. You take the price in year 2005 divided by the price in year 2004. The PN is the price you have in 2005, while PO is the price you have in 2004. So our PN is 30 over PO, which is 20. 30 divided by 20 times 100. Then we have 150%. 150%. 42 divided by 30 times 100. That gives us 140%. Then we have 15 divided by 10 times 100. That also gives us 150%. Then 8 divided by 6. 8 divided by 6 times 100. That gives us 133%. That is the simple 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 price relative index. Simple average relative price index. So that is the solution for 2005. Then we also want to calculate the SPRI for 2006. SPRI for 2006, since SPRIR is equal to PN over PO times 100. So for 2006 now, SPRI for 2006, you take the price in 2006, which is 60, divided by price in 2004, 60 divided by 20 times 100. We have 300%. Then 55 divided by 30 times 100. That gives us 183%. Then we also have 20 divided by 10 times 100. We have 200%. Then 15 divided by 6. 15 divided by 6 times 100. We have 250%. That is the solution to SPRI for 2005 and SPIR for 2006. Then the next one is SAPI. SAPI means Simple Aggregative Price Index. Simple Aggregative Price Index. Remember, I've told you that Simple Aggregative Price Index, SAPI. I said the formula is sum of PN over sum of PO times 100 over 1. So, that means you've already been given the items A, B, C, and D. You'll be given the price for 2004. Price for 2004, year 2004. The price we are given from our question, we have 20, 30, 10, 6. 20, 30, 10, and 6. That means from this information to get our PO, we mean the sum of the price of 2004, which is PO. No, our PO is 2004, which is the base year. I've told you that your PO is the base year. So the price for 2004, now by the time you sum up this, you get the sum of PO. Sum of PO will be 20 plus 30, that is 50, plus 10, 60, plus 6. So we have 66. That's the sum of PO. Then the price for year 2005. Year 2005, we are given 30, 42, 15, and 8. 30, 42, 15, 8. 30, 42, 15, and 8. So you can sum it up to get the sum of price of 2005, which is our N. Our N is 2005. Year 2005 is our N, the first N. If you like, you can change this to 1, since you have 2 years involved. So where 2005 will be 1, our N will replace it with year 1. Let me just say N1. While 2006, we can take that to be N2. So when you sum up this, 30 plus 42, that is 72. 72 plus 15 plus 8. And that is totaled 95. Then we equally compute for 2006. Year 2006. The price given for 2006, we have 60, 50, 20, 15. 60, 55, 60, 55, 20, 15. 60, 55, 20, and 15. You sum up the year 2006, which is sum of price of year 2000, our N, which is the second year, which is 2006, which is 2006. Our N is 2006. N2 is 2006. And that, when you sum up this 60 plus 55 plus 20 plus 15 That is total 150. So to compute your simple aggregative price index for 2005 now. 2005 we have 95 over price of the base year, which is 66 times 100. So we have 95 divided by 66 times 100. So we have 143.93 and so on. 143.93 and so on. So which is approximately equal to 144% to the nearest whole number. If you compute for 2006 again, SPI for 2006, so we have 150 over base year 66 times 100 over 1. So 150 divided by 66 times 100. 227% to nearest whole number. 227%. Then we have the SARPI, Simple Average Relative Price Index. Simple Average Relative Price Index. I've told you that the formula is sum of PN over PO times 100 over 1. So, these are the information provided. We have the items A, B, C, and D. Then we also have price for 2004, which was given as the base year. We have 20, 30, 10, and 6. 20, 30, 10, and 6. Then we also have price for 2005. So we have 30, 42, 15, and 8. 30, 42, 15, and 8. We also have price for 2006. So 2006 we have 60, 55, 20, and 15. 60, 55, 20, and 15. So you want to compute the simple average relative price index. You need PN over PO. Let me have PN1. Let me take the 1 to be year 2005 over PO. PO is 2004. So price for 2005 over price of 2004. So simple average. 30 divided by 20. 30 divided by 20. That gives us 1.5. Then 42 divided by 30. That gives us 1.4. Then we have 15 over 10, which is 1.5. Then 8 divided by 6. That gives us 1.3. So let's sum it up. 1.3 plus 1.5 plus 1.4 plus 1.5. So this is 5.7 for 2005. Then 2006 now. To compute the SARPI for 2005. Remember we said SARPI. We said it is equal to sum of PN over PO. Where our PN, our N is, we have N1, which is 2005 times 100. This is the formula we have supplied or we have provided. So our PN1 is 5. The formula was not complete. All over N. All over N. All over N. So that is the formula. So then this is 5.7. over n. How many items are involved? 1, 2, 3, 4. Divided by 4 times 100. 5.7 times 100 divided by 4. So we have 142.5%, which is 143%. That is for RPI for 2005. Then we need that of 2006 again, which is PN2 over PO. N2 is as 2006. 60 divided by 30, that gives us 2. 55 divided by, 60 divided by 20, that is 3. 60 over PO. PN is 60, PO is 20. 60 over 20, that is 3. 55 over 30. 55 divided by 30, that gives us 1.8. Then we also have 20 over 10, that is 2. 15 over 6, that gives us 2.5. When you sum it up, then we have 9.3. So let's compute simple average relative price index for 2006 now, which is 9.3 over 4 times 100 times 100 divided by 4. That gives us 233%. 233%. That is the solution to the question. So this is the end of the first part. In the second part, I will consider the weighted aggregative price index.